indebted servitude to a foreign power. Because let us look at it. We say Nigeria is using 80% of our current 13 or 15 trillion naira budget to service debt. Who gave us the debt? Foreign powers. The money that they gave us the debt for, did they give us the money in cash or did they give us the money in facility for a project? Now, if the money was a facility in a project, was it Nigerian contractors that finished the project, or was it a company like Julius Berger, who is also from them, that did the project at whatever rates that they charged? So these are some of the things that, yes, Nigerians need to fully understand as to why we are where we are. Because the person that borrows you the money is the same person that is doing the project, it's the same person that is hyping the price, and it's the same person that is charging the interest. So yes, I agree with Mr. Loma that we have endemic systemic landmines that the next election cycle should be about talking on those issues. But then again, is the average Nigerian ready to listen to that kind of thoughts, or do people want to do follow and looking for prayer miracle on prayer mountain?
That's a big one for Nigeria as well. Because of that, let's
talking about loan. I don't know. Talking about loan. I don't know who we are lamenting or complaining to. These people are willing to be giving. They are ready to be giving you loan. They are willing. Any amount you like, they will be giving you. You know, when you hear about servicing loan, it is interest. This year, 2025 budget, 15 trillion will be used to service loan. 15 trillion to service loan. If it's you, won't you be giving? And Nigeria can never pay 10 kobo out of the loan. All this money you see there, Buhari was spending 97% to service loan. Tinubu can now reduce it to 63% just to service loan. Service loan need to take off the interest he has accumulated. 1 naira, it will not deduct from because they are ready to give you more so that they will balance and be collecting all your income. Concerning INEC chairman, we are talking. Electing chairman or appointing chairman does not solve problem. About 50% of electoral fraud, INEC chairman doesn't know about it. I'm telling you, if you know your village, you know your electoral unit, do INEC chairman know what is happening in that place? You see REC, resident electoral commissioners, and returning officers. 774 local governments in Nigeria, 774 returning officers. Mr. President appoint all of them. 36 states, 36 state returning officers. Mr. President appoint all of them. And REC, immediately these people return to their duty posts. It is the governors that settle them. The governor make them comfortable, make sure they are okay, they can everything about their accommodation, everything the governor holds them. And during election, is it not he that pays the piper, that dictates the tone? The INEC chairman doesn't know about that one. And let me tell you, it is the federal government that controls the election in this country. INEC chairman doesn't have mouth over anything. The earlier all of us put mouth and change this electoral reform, in a way this will flow by itself. Because INEC chairman doesn't have control over the REC in any state, over returning officers in local government. And this. That is why they are making sure that the governors are defecting to their party, that the local government, they capture everything, so that during the election, they will just control these people with phone and they will do their bidding. Look at the note of Abia State returning officer. They offer her 2 million naira. Okay, Zika, so offer her 2 million naira to change the result. She refused. That was why governor of Abia State did. Because that woman refused to collect the bribe and check. Other ones did their bidding. So when we are talking of INEC chairman, let us be careful of what we are talking about. Let us fix this problem once and for all. Because INEC is using local government structures. And all these local government people, they are the ones that are ad hoc staffs during election.
All right, thank you.
They are manipulating election. INEC chairman doesn't have control over 50%. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, yeah, keep your call coming in 0705 690 0927. 0705 690 0927. Who do we have there? Hello.
Hello.
Yes, welcome to the program. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
This is Wale calling from Ayobo.
One day or Monday?
Wale calling from Ayobo.
Okay, Wale from Ayobo. Wale, please make your comments.
Yeah, on this issue of the economy of Nigeria, I think it's the federal government of the administration of Tinubu is trying his best to fix this economy. And I think the man is doing well. It's just for Nigeria to just share with him. Because I voted for him in 2020. And come 2027, I still vote for him. Because the man is trying a lot. So it's just for Nigeria to just be patient with him. The votes are working. The votes are working. So that's what I just have to say.
All right, yes, this administration is trying its best, and we should just be patient with the president. Okay, yes, 0802-502-7711. Don't forget, we are live on social media, Facebook and YouTube at Super FM Lagos. We're live on Facebook and YouTube at Super FM Lagos. The numbers to call and be part of this conversation: Nigeria at 65. We're counting down. Yes, on 1st of October 2025, Nigeria will hit 65 years. And we're looking at so far, how is our faith so far? But the federal government has come out to say that, well, the faith is strong. Nigeria is getting better. And there are bold reforms being made by the federal government. So who do we have on the line? Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, welcome to the program.
Yeah, this is Ebube calling from Lagos.
Ebube from Lagos, please make your comment.
Yeah, you see, I suppose what that your guest was saying about the British. Yes, look at Burkina Faso now today. They are doing well. All these colonial people, they never think good of you. Or you can never think good of African man. They're only looking a way to dry Africa. They use us as slaves. They dry all our minerals, giving us emptiness. The British, they are not doing anything for us. They're only causing problems for this country. We should ignore them. We should ignore them. They are not used to us. A British man is a cunning man. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Well, don't forget, you can drop your message via WhatsApp 0705 6900 927. Who do we have there? Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
This is Usman from Obalende.
Osman from Obalende. Osman, can you please turn down the volume on your radio set so we can hear you properly?
I've done that.
Please go ahead with your comment.
You said Nigeria at 65 years, have you?
Yes.
Hello? Nigeria at 65 years as failure. You understand me? 65 years Nigeria is a big failure. They said the life started at 40. Tell me what are we celebrating now at 65 years? Just tell me only one thing. The same country have crude oil here. There's no refinery. Look at South Africa. 24 hours like Nigeria, where they do? They are telling me that this is 5 years. They're happy. 65 years in Nigeria is a total failure. Because that goes what the federal government cannot do. What if federal government cannot do? What does it do the thing to Nigeria? Now you are not disturbing the guy, they fight the guy. You cannot even strike why our refinery is not working. They are fighting somebody. You are telling me that you are celebrating 65 years. This is the same president went to Brazil. He said Brazil, look at Brazil now. We are Brazil, they are playing together. Look at Brazil now. Look at Nigeria. 65 years corruption. Spending our money. Politicians are spending our money. Spending our money. Where the money is, they go and borrow. Where they borrow, they share. They will still share the money. Take that money to their side again. Yeah?
All right, thank you very much.
65 years failure, big failure.
All right, thank you very much for your comment there,
from
Obalende. Okay, Mr. Temifaya. Okay.
I think I'll comment upon what this caller just said, and I think Nigerians don't know. There's something called a free trade agreement or a free trade zone. Yeah. And what it does is that it makes that land, wherever you are having that free trade zone, not part of your country legally. It means that that place is another country entirely. So, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, the last caller talked about the Dangote refinery and the fact that some people are trying to attack it or something.
Yes.
The Dangote refinery may be physically located in Nigeria, but it is not legally located in Nigeria. It is located in the free trade zone, which means it is not in Nigeria, and a lot of things that go around it are outside the scope of the Nigerian state, and I think people need to understand that. Which goes back to something that Mr. Loma was saying, that these countries abroad, the ones that gave Dangote the billions to set up that refinery, the loan companies that gave him the billions to set up that refinery, they are always having one way, shape, or form where they are taking and taking and taking and taking from us. And it's because a lot of us don't fully understand what we are doing, especially as it regards to our lives and livelihood. A lot of people don't know that our free trade zone is not Nigeria. It's free trade zone for a reason. It's outside Nigeria. A lot of people don't understand that most of these oil companies no longer even drill oil on the Nigerian shore. They now do offshore, and most of the drilling on the shore is left to the Nigerian people, who are facing the challenge of cleaning up the mess that they left behind. So these are some of the things that Nigerians need to understand, that we are systematically fighting a two-pronged war against forces abroad and against saboteurs at home. So the moment we understand that we are not even at war yet, that is one reason to be happy. It's not enough, but it's one reason to be happy. And it is also a rallying point for us to actually start to look at where our problems are. So I just wanted to talk about those, as that man had.
All right, so let's quickly also go back to the phone lines. Hello, who do we have there?
Good morning, Mr. Michael Ian.
Welcome to the program.
And your guest in the studio. My name is Peter Usifo. I'm calling from Abaroje, Ikoton.
Peter Usifo from Ikoton, please make your comment.
Nigeria at 65. Congratulations to Nigeria.
Thank you.
Many people have said that Nigeria is a failure. They say that they are also saying to themselves that they are failures. So we cannot say that Nigeria is a total failure. But there should be a synergy between the leadership and the people themselves. It should be prayerful. With prayer, there be development, peace and tranquility. Then again, for us to enjoy 26 years of peaceful democracy is also very good, from 1999 to date, which the military had not intervened. But it's something we have to appreciate. Though we know that many of our leaders are very corrupt in the past and even at present. So we only have to be prayerful. We don't need to have revolution, because revolution can only be possible from the rich, not even from the poor. Like what is happening today in the oil industry. That never happened before. Now there's total deregulation of the oil sector, and then there's total implementation of the Petroleum Industry Act. And this is why Dangote is actually improving. And this is why we should support Dangote in all ramifications, and then the masses of Nigeria. So the president has had the political will to make sure that the oil subsidy has been removed, the floating of the naira, and of course the tax reform act. The tax reform bill has now become an act which will take place as from 1st of January 2026. It's also a plus. But I am advising that the government should be less politicate. That is, the cost of governance should be much more reduced. And then when we talk about the inflation, the inflationary rate may be low, but the cost of food or prices is still high. Even though we are talking about the GDP, the percentage is a little bit high now, but how about the cost of food and services is high? So the government should synergize or synthesize between the micro and the macro level of our economics. So let us believe that Nigeria will be better as from tomorrow. Even as from today, let us be prayerful. Let us not always castigate the leadership. Though the leadership, they are listening to us, and we pray that they will improve.
Man, amen. Thank you very much. Well, thank you for your comments there. Nigeria at 65. The countdown. That's what it is this morning. But quickly, before we go to other subject matter, before we talk about INEC, which is our other conversation on the program today, let's quickly look at Mr. Lorma. Let's look at agitators. We can't talk about Nigeria 65, and then we don't talk about those who have been agitating. We talk about the Biafras, we talk about the Odua and the likes. Let's look at it. Do you think, with all of these agitators, the federal government have been able to stand strong with all the storms?
Well, we have had not just pockets of agitations. We have had several agitations, some of them are very substantial. And if we want to also carry out an investigation, we need to ask ourselves the question, why the agitation? If something is working out for you, fine. If you feel belong, why do you agitate? America is there. America has 50 states. 50 states. It's America that threatens to sack states. America threatening to sack, will sack the state, not the state threatening to pull out of America. America is not holding their states by use of force. But Nigeria, there's a problem that now makes components wanting to go out, and then we now have forced unity. So we need to review where's our justice system? Where's our fairness system? Where do we get it? So that every Nigerian without exception will have a sense of belonging. That thing you will see Biafra, you see Odudua, you see Arewa, you will see men or the Niger Delta ones. Each time you see agitations here and it is because the system is dysfunctional. And trace it back to where we are coming from. The people that gave us political independence without giving us economic independence. Now, making it difficult for us to be socially and economically, equitable to all parties. It is still by going back what I call landmine. We need to go back and remove those landmines. They will no longer be the ones to remove them. We will be the ones to remove it. By any means, prayer, revolution, agitation, we need to remove the landmine so that we have a stable country. That's where I'm standing.
All right, thank you very much for that. Let's quickly go to other conversation. But before then, we have a message. Okay, let's take our call. That will go to this strong message from Timi Dakolo. Hello, who do we have there?
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir, welcome to the program.
This is Usman.
Usman, I guess you called earlier.
Yes, yes. Just
okay, all right, quickly, please, 30 seconds.
I wanted that your last caller just now. Indian don't know they don't pray. China don't pray. Nigeria, we all pray. See, yes, we are still backwards. Every time, pray. See, yes, we are still backwards. God give Nigeria everything. Everything I God give Nigeria. They could do everything. Why the prayer where we are praying for over 65 years? Why can we fix our refinery? Why the prayer don't bring our refinery to work? Everything I pray.
All right.
Why the politicians they are just saying we are suffering, we are praying. Keep praying. Go to church and do fasting. Pray to God. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I am tired of prayer, and I don't believe in. I believe prayer works at a personal level, and works at the level we need it to work. So, Mr. Usman, anywhere you are, I'm throwing salutes to you because I agree with you 100%. The problem with Nigeria.
So what's the problem then? Because now you are saying that okay, you are a politician and you are saying that okay, you support the fact that this prayer we're praying. It's really not. But what do we do when the politicians, you people seems to be like?
It starts with this. I became the state chairman of a political party at 38, okay. 36.
And if
I'm coming. I came on a platform, or I became what I have become, in an environment dominated by old men. In an environment dominated where the structures don't exist for you to grow. Politics is one place you can actually want to thrive as a young man. But the truth of the matter is, if you keep praying without putting in the hard work, without putting in this, me and you talking with Mr. Loma, talking on national issues online, it is part of the work. Because politics is a marketplace of idea. It is not about sharing money. Politics is about actually reside. After we were talking at our CDA level, I said, see you, all of us hand pass hand, think our CDA level. I said, see you, all of us hand pass hand, think all fingers are not equal. So that the cost of fuel alone, we have children going there, children from my own community, including my own children, are also attending that school. Now, why am I saying this? Is that politics is about taking care of yourself and your family and your friends and your community and their friends and your grandparents, because it is whatever system you put in place that takes care of everybody. That is what you need. You don't need unmerited favor. You don't need anointing oil. You don't need scripture of verses. You only just need a system that works for everybody. And that is where politicians like myself are coming to say, see you. We need Nigerians to start asking the right type of questions. Just now, I talked about the fact that Dangote refinery is not located in Nigeria. Nobody has come and ask why that is the case. It may be located in Lagos, but that place is not Nigeria anymore. Anywhere you have free trade zone in this country, that place is not Nigeria. That place belongs to the international community. Now, the people who are neighbors to the international community, what is their benefit? What is their the demerit? How does it affect them in a way that it improves their lives? Because at the end of the day, why people are saying Nigeria is not successful is because we cannot feel the impact on the positive impact. We feel the negative, the positive impact on our day-to-day living and our day-to-day lives.
All right, so much has been said in regards to Nigeria at 65, and we just keep praying, because what can we do? You politicians, you are the heroes of our affairs, and the only thing we can do is to pray and to keep talking. That let things get better. Let the best person take the realms of affairs in government, and so far. We can only just be hopeful that things get better. And the federal government has said, they are making sure that reforms, things to guide the governance in Nigeria are put in place. Things to guide governance in Nigeria are set on the right path. And that's what we are hopeful of. That's what we are looking forward to. Well, let's go back to the phone lines. Who do we have there? Hello.
I call back.
Okay, Ebube, we're sorry. Okay, just 30 seconds. 30 seconds, Ebube.
Yes. You see, what I'm still saying is, if we can be, because we are not independent up till now, because as long as these British are still starting our oil or coming to us, giving them instructions, we are still under slave, under them. We should take our country by ourselves. Look at Burkina Faso. Things are okay in that country. Can't we reason well? British are calling people. That is our problem in this country. Play doesn't work anything. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Well, Mr. Loma, quickly before we go, this act of comparison, Nigeria and Burkina Faso, Nigeria and Niger, Nigeria and this. Well, give us a comment. Do you think that's the right path?
Well, we are the world has become not even a global laptop now. It's a global handset, so that you cannot whatever thing that happens in one aspect can be compared to what happens in another aspect, no matter the system, whether it is military, whether it is democracy, or whether it is corporate bodies. So the comparisons are okay. Now, in the sense that you see, we have seen the type of impact with the different nature of the leadership of Burkina Faso and co that to put into place against France. Now, such different nature is liberating them from the shackles of slavery that France put on them at independence. While Nigeria is sleeping, still going to Chatham House to go and take excuse for who will rule Nigeria. They decide who will rule Nigeria. We need a revolution. The revolution and the may start from our constitution. I've always stated it. We need a constitution that will purge us from these landmines so that we have a country we can call our own. For now, we are living in a borrowed country. Britain is still ruling Nigeria and dictating our life. Our resources are going to Britain while we are suffering in Nigeria.
All right, thank you very much for your time, gentlemen. Quickly, let's go into other conversations. All right, because of our time, we need to look at this process that a lot of people have been talking about. It's still in the build-up to how Nigeria will definitely get better. And that's talking about INEC. Do you know that a countdown to who will be the successor of Yakubu, Mahmood Yakubu? Should the president continue to appoint the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, and by so doing, accept what critics call undue interference on the nation's electoral system in favor of the ruling party and to the detriment of the opposition? That's the question that's been concerned. Stakeholders are really talking tough as the tenure of the incumbent INEC Chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, and some national commissioners of electoral body expires in November and must be replaced ahead of 2027 polls. Now, let me come to Mr. Loma. Mr. Loma, back to you now. Well, INEC Chairman is innocent about electoral fraud. That's what some people say. That's what some have been claiming. But do you think that there's a need for change? Some have been saying that, well, he must go. He should go. A change of INEC Chairman, will it bring about the best in our electoral reform or in our electoral system? And the selective or elective INEC Chairman, what do you rather call for? A selective INEC Chairman or an elective INEC Chairman?
Okay, let's get it right again. At this point, we cannot work against the what to call constitution now. The constitution has no provision for the elective INEC Chairman. It has provision for appointive INEC Chairman. And to be appointed by who? By the incumbent. By the same person or the same party that is coming to conduct election, at which they will participate. In other words, you are conducting, you are having you are in a football field. If you are a soccer, if you are a soccer personality, you are going to play against the coach and the other parties. The coach, you are playing against, not the referee. You are playing against the referee and the other parties. So it's an aberration in the first place. But the constitution empowers anybody that would contest election to be the appointer of the INEC Chairman and INEC National Commissioners. Now, saying that the INEC Chairman is not culpable or doesn't know everything about what is going on, he's trying to indict him managerially. He is he puts the structures, is the administrative head of INEC. He would have known. Even when he is helpless, he would have had information. He has his structures, he should have network of information. He put up administrative structure in place that will at least make him know. There are people, I think the other time they intervened at Adamawa, where the elections were being mad. He intervened because he knew about them. So where he is not culpable, we will know. But for now, he is the chief executive officer of INEC. But the problem is that he was appointed by the person he cannot say no to his orders, not instruction. They don't beg him. If in fact you, Michael, if they make you INEC chairman and they give you instruction and say, do it this way, you only look for a way to do it. Otherwise, they bring another that will do it in the middle of the election. It doesn't matter. They can change INEC chairman on the eve of the election before he pushes announcement is done, and the heavens will not fall. That's why we must go back. Which system gives power to the president and the government of the day to appoint the chairman of INEC? We have to change that system. So that if you want to contest election, you cannot be the one to appoint INEC chairman, or you have to look another way to get INEC chairman appointed and the INEC electoral officers or commissioners. That's my take on this.
All right, thank you very much. I should wrap it up. Let me come to politician, former IDC chairman. Let me start to know what's your take quickly on this making a selective.
I served as a chairman under Atahiru Jega as a chairman of YDP. And it was under Atahiru Jega that the floodgates were opened for registration of all political parties, and a lot of people came on board and they were able to share their opinions. And again, Atahiru Jega is still the only INEC chairman whom, under his review and watch, had what some people consider as a very fair election, not necessarily free, but fair enough that people kind of agree that is the election between Jonathan and the first term of President Buhari. And of course, we have to look at that election and say, oh, it was good. But the tenure of Chairman Mahmood Yakubu was, of course, the tenure where there was a court injunction stopping him from disbanding political parties. He ignored that court ruling and went ahead and turned political parties from whatever number it was to the current 18 we are currently on. And of course, it is his regime that, we've had this particular election that a lot of Nigerians have had voter apathy to. I think it's one of the worst in terms of voter apathy, with people not coming out to vote on election day, despite an increase in the number of PVCs collected. But then again, you also have to give him his flowers that he's the one who implemented BVAS. So, and of course, he pushed for this new electoral law, the current electoral law that we are using, which has a lot of good parts in it. But of course, Nigerians have a way of always looking for undue advantage. So they've kind of messed up that law. But to give him a mark, I would say he's an average person. He's not so good, he's not so bad, because if you look at it, there are many, many bad parts about him that you can spend the whole day talking about. And then there are a few good things about him that you can't talk about, except for the fact that despite the fact that we have BVAS, we still do not yet have electronic transmission and real-time tabulation of results. But one caller said something that I like, and it is that it is the professors who are the returning officers that are the ones who are going to read results on the day of election. So is it now the INEC chairman's fault or the university professor's fault, who is HOD or something, or the department of something in the university that is supposed to teach us how to become normal human beings, who is going to come out and read cooked kangaroo results on election day? That is the question for the wise, and I'm leaving my own comment on that.
All right, thank you very much, gentlemen. Former ADC chairman and former IPAC chairman in Ogun State, Mr. Itunu Temitayo Abiora. Thank you very much for your time on the program. And also, public policy analyst, lawman Nzewa. It's been a wonderful and revealing time talking to you on the program. Gentlemen, thank you very much.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you very much.
That's how much we can take on the program today. Well, let's do it again. Same time, same station tomorrow. Please have a beautiful day. I leave you with the hands of Timidakolo, great nation. Very soon, we will get there.
Where the time